When I first heard that Sheila Grudig left, I don't know how else to say it. I remember the first thing I did was go onto Facebook because everyone started posting all these pictures of him, and I started collecting and saving all these. Oh, sorry.
Ears are terrible.
I went onto Facebook and started collecting all these photos that everyone was posting, and I think I stayed up quite late into the night saving all these photos of him. Saved around over 600. And over the years, I think that hard drive's dead now. But over the years, I would look through them and realize that in every single photo, Grudig had a completely different expression. Completely different. And now that there are more teas coming out, every time I look at them, I see them and I can see how they are kind of like Grudig, but it's not the Grudig that I see or that I remember. And then I have to remember that I managed to collect over 600 photos and each expression was different. And so that is Grudig to someone, that is their favorite photo or their favorite angle. And it's a small thing, but I feel it actually encapsulates something really beautiful about Grudig, which is that he couldn't actually fit into one individual box or one description. And so trying to glorify him almost feels impossible because there's so much to say and there's infinite angles to who he is. But I just, in thinking about it, I just wanted to say one thing, one little memory, which was in Kartik 1997. I remember we were walking to Terragamba and we were cutting through the fields, and for some reason there was this like canal in the field that had flooded with sewage, and we had to walk through that for about, I don't know, felt like forever. And I was about 8 or 9 years old, maybe 9 or 10, and it was really, really like disgusting to me, and I couldn't handle it, but there was no other way to walk. And then at a certain moment, I feel someone brush past me, and it's Grudig, and Madhav Maharaj is carrying him on his back, and he's like giving him a piggyback, and Grudig's just like gliding above it, and he's just laughing and laughing, watching all of us like trudge through the sewage, while he's just like gliding over it completely untouched. And the moment that he passed me by, I just saw him and he looked at me and was laughing, and it just changed everything. Like it changed my whole perspective in a second, and suddenly it was fun and funny, and I didn't even feel disgusted anymore. And in a way, so many meetings with Grudig were like that. Like for those who have met him, I'm sure you know that you would be weighed down with your own like sewage or like it's just the struggles of being alive, really, or the mind, or whatever it was. And then you only have to see him, even if it was with the intention of going to say like, this is what's happening, and he would remove that in an instant. And I know that I'm like over time already, so I just, yeah, that made me reflect. Thinking about this made me reflect on how so often as a child listening to Grudig's tale was very complex and very hard to follow, and it wasn't until I was older that I was able to begin trying to digest some of it, and there's still so much that I haven't. But it was those little moments with Grudig where he made it so simple and so easy. I once heard that bhakti is simple, but it's not easy because you have to put in all this hard work, but actually it's really simple. It's just that change of perspective. It's that that Sharanagati or whatever it is, but in Gurudeva's presence, he made that happen in a moment. And being here tonight with you all, I really feel his presence, because it's like going from whatever you're living with in your mind and stepping into a room full of his devotees, and instantly there's that switch and there's that joy. And so thank you everyone for your beautiful Puspanjalis and your kirtans and your association, because it's been the best evening.
Come again and give a long class.